How perfume is made. What if your favorite perfume was not a fragrance, but a time machine? In the next 10 seconds, I'll show you how a single drop can carry dawn in the fields of Grasse, a century of craft, and a decision that could cost a brand millions if it's wrong. And at the end, you'll be able to decode any perfume you wear note by note like a pro. Stay with me. There's a secret the luxury houses never put on the label. Perfume is marketed as magic. But magic has a method. Today, we're going past the marketing into the rooms where decisions become aromas and where a choice made in 8 minutes at dawn can define a perfume for 8 decades. This is a cinematic, practical guide for curious creators. The story, the science, and the system behind luxury fragrance told through the journey of 3 protagonists: lavender, rose, and jasmine. Along the way, I'll open loops. The quiet war between tradition and chemistry, the calibration trick that saves entire batches, and the reason great noses sometimes break their own rules. Watch for the callbacks. There's a small window, just after first light, when the air feels richer, like it's carrying more information. That window is the perfumer's clock. In southern France, a town has trained itself to listen to that clock. Not because it's romantic, because it's profitable. The soil here is mineral-rich. The Mediterranean sun wakes the flowers without scorching them. Wind slips through valleys like a careful bellows. But the real asset is memory generations of farmers who can read a blossom's weight by touch and predict a harvest by smell before sunrise. Lavender is the minimalist. Clean, herbal, slightly sweet. It's the scaffolding that keeps complex blends upright. May rose is the soloist. It blooms for a brief season. Every petal holds layers honeyed fruit over a deep green breath. Jasmine is the scene stealer. Small, white, deceptively delicate, yet it radiates warmth and sensuality. It demands speed. If you're late, it's gone. Harvest is choreography under a countdown. Lavender is timed at peak bloom. Too early. Thin oil. Too late. Dulled potency. Farmers watch color gradients, stem scent, even petal tension. Jasmine must be hand-picked at dawn, one flower, at a time when its volatile compounds are most alive. Delay an hour, and you've traded radiance for resin. May rose is ruthless in selection. Fully open blooms only, gathered fast, thousands to make a liter of absolute. Then comes the sprint, transport. Every minute, from field to extractor, is a negotiation with loss. The shorter the commute, the brighter the outcome. Here's the first quiet war. Method versus material. Steam distillation treats sturdy materials like lavender kindly. Low pressure, hot vapor, gentle persuasion. Steam pulls aromatic molecules out. Condensation separates water from oil. The essential oil floats a golden film the industry calls liquid gold. But heat can bruise delicate notes. Jasmine and certain roses often go another way. Solvent extraction, which dissolves aroma into a waxy concrete, then refines it into an absolute, a concentrated, heat-sensitive portrait of the flower. Or the old-world art of enfleurage fat, absorbing fragrance from petals over days. Slow, expensive, faithful. The mastery isn't the machine, it's parameters. Temperature too high, you get volume, lose nuance. Pressure too low, you preserve nuance, lose yield. The best houses tune for character, not just quantity. Perfumers are called noses, but their true superpower is memory cataloging hundreds of smells and how each behaves over time and on skin. They write in 3 acts, top notes. The greeting citrus, herbs, aldehydes fast, volatile, a 20-90 minute promise. Heart notes, The conversation florals, spices, greens where identity lives. Base notes. The goodbye that lingers woods, resins, musks hours, sometimes days. A formula looks clinical. Its behavior is not. Change 1% and you don't just change a smell, you change timing, projection, sillage the trail left behind. Here's the calibration trick many won't admit. Skin is the final instrument. Blotters lie. Temperature, hydration, even mood modulate molecules. That's why elite labs test the same blend on different skins and in different rooms before approval. Creators, your edit suite monitors are the blotter. The audience's phone in sunlight is the skin. Always test where it lives. A luxury perfume bottle isn't packaging, it's positioning. Glass composition, wall thickness, color, weight, spray mechanics. Every choice tells a story before the cap comes off. Sand, soda ash, and limestone melt above 1,500 degrees Celsius into a viscous ribbon. That ribbon is portioned into drops, blown or pressed into molds engineered to microns. Thermal polishing erases stress. Slow cooling prevents hairline cracks. Ergonomics are tested. How does it sit in the hand? Does the sprayer disperse a cloud or a dart? Even the hue of the bottle frames expectations. Smoked glass whispers mystery. Clear glass promises honesty. Colored glass can foreshadow the family of notes. Clean, fill, seal, test, reject, repeat. Bottles are dust-free and ionized before filling. Precision pistons dose to the milliliter. Atomizers are tuned for spray angle and particle size. It's the difference between mist and spit. Labels can be printed, screened, even etched. High-end runs include batch numbers and custom engravings. Packaging protects and positions. The unboxing must feel like the first note sounds. Quality control is brutal because mistakes echo. A clogged sprayer isn't a defect. It's an ending. Great brands design for the last spray to be as elegant as the first. Scent bypasses logic and knocks on the limbic system memory and emotions front door. That's why a smell can teleport you to a person you miss or a city you left. Perfume does 3 things well. 1. Mood modulation lift. Ground, sharpen. 2. Identity signaling soft says near, bold says notice. 3. Memory writing pair a moment with a note, and the moment returns on command. Here's the secret luxury, rarely prints. A masterpiece isn't made by expensive ingredients, it's made by expensive decisions. The choice to harvest at 5/7 instead of 5/30. The courage to discard a perfectly good batch because it doesn't bloom on skin. The restraint to leave one brilliant note out so the others can sing. And that's the blueprint for any craft worth doing. Curate, calibrate, and when necessary, cut. The next time you spray a fragrance, don't just wear it, read it. Top, heart, base. Field, lab, bottle, decision, decision, decision. If this unlocked a new way to smell the world and a new way to make in your own field tap-like, share it with a friend who lives for details. And tell me in the comments, what's the one invisible decision in your craft that changed everything? I'm the factory line, and this is how perfume is made.